Hey, my name is Jonathan, and I would like to read for you a history paper that I wrote for one of my best friends. She's in the 8th grade, and actually I have a lot of friends who are young girls in middle school, like 13 or 14-year-old girls, happen to be some of my best friends. But my friend, she was a little bit lazy, and she preferred to be like on social media, like on Twitter and Facebook. So I offered to do this homework assignment for her, to write it for her. It's basically a history paper. And what the history assignment was on World War II pulling America out of the Great Depression. And basically it was a pro-war assignment. And I'm a pacifist, I'm anti-war. My friend is apolitical. She does not care about politics or war, so it was okay with her if I responded like writing an anti-war paper, which I'm about to read. And I had to dumb it down because I had to make the paper sound like it was written by an 8th grade girl. And because my understanding as a pacifist is that World War II was not about fighting fascism. That's just propaganda by the U.S. government that we went to war to fight fascism in Japan and Germany, because the U.S., the reason we went to war in World War II was for the United States to build a global empire so that the wealthy elites in America could rule the world and suppress democracy and suppress economies all around the world. That's what World War II was about. It's not about fighting fascism. Obviously, because all throughout World War II, the propaganda was very anti-Japanese. It was very racist against Japanese, and we did not care about the Jews getting killed during the Holocaust. We knew about the Holocaust, and we did not care. And before World War II, the wealthy elites were very pro-Nazi. They supported Hitler. They supported Mussolini, because Mussolini and Hitler, they're suppressing workers' rights. And through fascism, they were creating strong democracies, and the wealthy elites loved that, so they were very pro-Nazi, pro-fascism before World War II. But we had to create this hype in order to get America into World War II and in order to create a global empire. So it was not about fighting fascism. So I did this anti-war paper, which I'm about to read you. It's called World War II and the Great Depression, by my friend, an 8th grade girl, but written by me, but written by me in reality. World War II probably helped pull America out of the Great Depression, but I think we would have gone out of the Great Depression anyway. World War II did some good things for our economy, like give new jobs to people, give new technology, give hope to people who were struggling for so long. But World War II did bad things for the economy too. People were not allowed to make unions, the rich got richer and got more power, etc. I think if economy means working where you want and making equal money, then I personally think war is bad for the economy. The first effect of World War II on the American economy was to make jobs. However, the Great Depression wouldn't last forever anyway, and there would be new jobs even without going to war. People didn't want to go to war before Pearl Harbor. This shows that the economy was already getting better. The government told them that they had to go to war. Germany would have still lost the war because the Soviet Union was so powerful. Which is true, because Soviet Union is the one that destroyed most of Germany, and not the United States, not the Allies, not the United States of America. I believe Americans surviving the war without fighting it would have given them confidence to rebuild the world destroyed by war. I think for this reason we could fight for better democracy around the world after World War II, because we didn't do a stupid thing like go to war. And we would still have all the men that didn't die in the war, all the men who didn't go to World War II, do new jobs around the world after war. The second effect of World War II on the economy was to produce new technology. It gave Americans jobs to make these, but this technology wasn't made to help them, and they didn't use them unless they went to war. They made tanks and fighter planes, which did not help build bridges, roads, schools, hospitals, etc. in their hometown. Making these war materials killed people and made rich people richer. After doing research, I see the government wanted to go to war to make an empire around the world that made the rich get more money. The people were not allowed to decide for themselves what to make. But during the Great Depression, the government helped people make things that helped their town, like roads, buildings, electricity, during the New Deal. The final effect of World War II on the economy was that Americans lost control where they worked and what they made. I think before World War II, people had more of a choice of what to do for work and what to make. Even today, people do only what their boss tells them to do. Before World War II, there were a lot of strikes because workers wanted independence. I personally think World War II was about the rich telling Americans what to do for work. I think World War II helped the rich get more rich because they owned the world after the war. The Americans who worked for them didn't get anything back after the war. I believe World War II was bad for workers because during then their bosses said, do this or you are a bad American. War is a threat to everybody because you can't work the way you want to work. Workers could have had more independence to work in a stronger economy after the Great Depression without having gone to World War II. In other words, World War II was actually, in the end, bad for the economy. We could have had a stronger economy after World War II because the U.S. would have been there to rebuild the world and invest in the world and without losing all this men. And we could have had a still stronger economy. We could have had an economy that gave back to economies globally instead of stealing, like today we have in America, that steals natural resources from nations, from developing nations, steals their natural resources, keeps them from industrializing as a nation in order to build a global empire. And World War II, if we did not fight World War II as a country, this would have been reversed. We would have built true economic democracy all around the world, and we would actually have a stronger economy today if it were not for us going to war in World War II. Basically, so yeah, I countered what the teacher was saying, like trying to prove that World War II saved America from the Great Depression. When we would, as a nation, we would have survived the Great Depression anyway. That's what the capitalist cycle is about, is cycles of a bull economy and a, what's the other one, a bear economy, cycles of that. So yeah, I wrote this for my best friend who's in the 8th grade, and like she doesn't care about politics. Like she's going to be a pacifist now because her teacher's going to respond to that. So that's all I wanted to do. Is I love doing homework assignments for my friends, for my friends who are girls who are in middle school and like junior high. I love doing their homework assignments for them and getting them A's basically. So that's all I wanted to say. I love you so much. Bye.